If you asked 100 people the best way to make money right now, you'd get 100 different answers, and almost all of them would be wrong for you specifically. Not because the advice is bad, because best doesn't exist without context, and almost nobody tells you the context before handing you the answer. Here's the mistake nearly every money video makes, including most of the ones on this exact channel. They rank income methods as if one is universally superior to the rest. Freelancing beats a job. Investing beats saving. Business beats employment. But ranked lists like that ignore the one variable that actually determines what's best for you right now, which is your current starting position. So instead of giving you another ranked list, we're going to build something more useful. A filter. A way to figure out, based on where you're actually starting from today, which path is genuinely the best one for you right now. Not in theory, not for someone else, for you. Let's start with the number that should reframe how you think about all of this. Financial researchers found that people who matched their income strategy to their actual current resources, time, and risk tolerance ended up with significantly better outcomes than people who chased whatever strategy was trending, regardless of fit. The strategy mattered less than the match. That's the whole point of this video. Not finding the best strategy, finding the best match. Let's break this down by starting position, because where you're standing right now determines almost everything about what should come next. Starting position 1, you have time, but very little money. If this is you, the best move right now isn't investing, and it isn't starting a business that requires capital. It's converting time into skill, and skill into income, as directly as possible. This means freelancing, service work, or any path where your effort today produces income this week or this month, not years from now. Here's the mistake people in this position make constantly. They see investing content everywhere and feel like they're falling behind by not participating. But investing without capital isn't a strategy, it's a distraction. The best use of your time right now is building income first, because income is what eventually funds every other strategy on this list. Starting position 2, you have some money saved, but limited time due to a demanding job or family responsibilities. If this is you, the best move right now is almost certainly investing what you already have as efficiently as possible, rather than trying to start a side hustle you don't have the hours to actually run. This is the position where passive, low-maintenance strategies genuinely make sense, not because they're inherently better, but because they match your actual constraint, which is time, not money. Here's the myth people in this position often believe, that they're wasting potential by not also starting a business or a side hustle. In reality, forcing a time-intensive strategy into a life that has no spare time to give it usually produces worse results than simply managing existing capital well. Matching the strategy to the constraint matters more than maximizing every possible income stream at once. Starting position 3, you have both time and some capital, but you're paralyzed by too many options. If this is you, the best move right now isn't finding a new option. It's picking one of the many good options you're already aware of, and committing to it long enough to see whether it actually works for you specifically. This position isn't a resource problem. It's a decision problem. Here's the psychological trap at play here. More options should theoretically make a good decision easier. In practice, it does the opposite. Every additional option increases the fear of picking the wrong one, which leads to picking nothing at all. The person in this position doesn't need more research. They need a deadline for making a decision, even an imperfect one. Starting position 4, you have neither significant time nor money, but you're in a season of your life where things are genuinely difficult. If this is you, the best move right now might not be an income strategy at all. It might be stabilizing your current situation first. This isn't the popular answer, and it won't get you excited the way a new business idea would, but pretending you're in position 1 or 2 when you're actually here almost always backfires, because you end up starting something you don't have the capacity to sustain. Here's the myth versus reality moment that matters most in this entire video. The myth is that everyone should always be actively building something, no matter their circumstances. The reality is that stabilizing first, even if it takes longer than you'd like, sets up every income strategy that comes after it to actually succeed instead of collapsing under pressure it was never built to handle. And now here's where this entire filter gets powerful, because these 4 positions aren't permanent. They shift. Someone in position 1, converting time into skill-based income, eventually accumulates enough capital to move toward position 2 or 3. Someone in position 2, managing existing capital efficiently, may eventually free up time and shift toward position 3. The filter isn't meant to lock you into one category forever. It's meant to tell you what's actually best for you today, so you stop trying to run a strategy built for a different starting position than the one you're actually in. Here's a shocking pattern researchers found when they studied people who successfully changed their financial trajectory over time. It almost never happened through one dramatic strategy. It happened through a sequence of matched strategies, each one appropriate for the position the person was actually in at that specific time, moving them naturally into the next position over months or years. This is the opposite of how most financial content is structured. Most content sells you on one strategy as if it's the permanent answer. But your starting position today is not your starting position in 2 years, and the strategy that matches you today may need to change entirely once your position shifts. So here's how to actually use this filter, starting right now. Be honest about your actual current position, not the position you wish you were in, and not the position that would make the trendiest content strategy apply to you. Time, money, decision fatigue, or genuine life difficulty. Pick the one that's actually true for you today, even if it's not the one you'd prefer to admit. Once you know your actual position, the right next move becomes far more obvious than any generic best ways to make money list could ever make it. Position 1 points toward direct skill to income conversion. Position 2 points toward efficient management of existing capital. Position 3 points toward committing to one option and setting a deadline to evaluate it. Position 4 points toward stabilization before anything else. Here's the mindset shift that ties this entire video together, and it's the most important idea in the whole thing. There is no universally best way to make money right now. There is only the strategy that matches where you're actually standing today. Every piece of financial advice you've ever felt guilty for not following was probably built for someone in a different position than you, and the guilt was never really about your effort. It was about a mismatch nobody pointed out to you. The people who actually improved their financial position over time aren't the ones who found the single best strategy. They're the ones who kept rematching their strategy to their actual position, honestly, over and over, as that position changed. So stop asking what the best way to make money is. Start asking what position you're actually in right now, and let that answer tell you what comes next. Because the moment you stop chasing someone else's best strategy, and start building the one that actually matches you, everything about this stops feeling like guesswork, and starts feeling like a plan you can actually follow.